silly flight attendant girl wants me to go sit down on her seat. Babes, this story I'm telling you, like, it was big. Everyone was seated. I was still the only one standing up. I hate it when people feel like they are above everyone, like they can treat anybody anyhow. Alright, hi babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia Patrick. I'm a journalist and a mental health activist, in case you're just joining us for the first time. Welcome to my channel. So today the plan was to go have lunch with my sisters at some restaurant in town, and I planned to like make up, dress up, then go out. I'm like, why don't I film this whole thing? Why don't I just make up in front of my camera and give you guys a very hot gist? Like, if you like gossip, a particular gist that I've been wanting to say out, but I'm like, let me just forget about it. Sabeg, it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean. But since I'm making up, I'm going to be telling you guys that story. What happened to me last week. So this is me without any atom of makeup. This is my natural face, my natural hair. I'm going to be applying this vitamin C brightening syrup on my face just to help my makeup blend. Yeah, I love a bit of oil, especially this kind of oil on my face because it's healthy also. This is going to be a very simple makeup. Not like very simple makeup. I want it to pop out a bit, a little, if not plenty. I just want to look so glossy and what am I even doing? Okay, so first of all, I just want this makeup to look very simple. I'm using this foundation from V Beauty. I'm just blending in my foundation into my skin. So let's get right into the story time. Last week, I traveled for my exams at Enugu in Nigeria. In case you're not in Nigeria and you're watching this, I traveled for my exams, and funny thing happened actually, because I actually booked my flight from my husband. Booked it on his phone. All he had to do was just give me my ticket. And before he booked that flight, I told him, baby, I want to sit down close to the window because I love sitting down close to the window. If not, I'll not be able to catch those nice moments, you know, when the plane is taking off, you know, the content that comes with it and everything, all in the name of sharing it with you guys on my YouTube channel. So that was how they booked my flight for me, my window seat. And I got to the airport, the crowd was too much, as if everybody was traveling on that day. I was wondering, where are these people going to? Like, I checked in my luggage, I went over to the departure side and wait until they announced my flight. After announcing my flight, I went straight to enter the plane. I got to my seat. Somebody was sitting on my seat. First of all, I didn't say anything because I was thinking maybe it was a mistake or something like that. Maybe she mistook her seat with mine and she wasn't aware. Then I actually thought that mistake was from me. So the mistake literally wasn't from me. It was from the person sitting down on my seat. So I kindly tapped her because she was with her headphone and everything. A lady in her like 40s. So I tapped her. I'm like, good afternoon. Please, you're sitting on my seat. So she's like, oh. And she was still sitting down there. She didn't even make a move to stand up or to check her ticket to confirm if I was actually saying the truth, or I don't know if you get me. But she didn't do anything. She was just sitting down there. I'm like, ma'am, you're sitting on my seat. She's like, oh, really? Could you please go over to my seat? I really want to sit down close to the window. I'm like,
wait a minute. Who are you?
are you serious? My seat is over there, it's empty. Okay. I actually said okay. For a while, I actually wanted to like go to her seat. If only her seat was situated at the window side, I would have just gone there, but it wasn't. It was literally in the middle, and I hate to sit down on the plane in the middle of like two passengers. Is either I'm at the extreme or the window side. But for me, a lot of people are looking forward to this content. I already announced on my Instagram that, hey guys, I'm going to Enugu, so I'm going to be updating you guys. I'm going to vlog about it. I'm going to tell you guys everything that happens in Enugu and all that. I already told my people on Instagram, and not like I cannot vlog elsewhere, but I won't feel comfortable vlogging in a middle seat. I wouldn't. I would only feel comfortable when I'm seated at the window side, because I don't know if I'm the only person. Please let me know in the comment section. I don't know if I'm the only person who loves to sit down close to the window, whether I'm vlogging or I'm not vlogging. I just love the window seat. Now, this story is a bit tricky because she has a baby. And asking her to stand up is going to be rude, or it's going to sound rude. So I have to now think of a strategic way to say it in a way that it's not going to sound rude, or it's not going to sound, somehow. This is the concealer I'm going to be using, but it's a bit darker, so I'm going to be mixing it with this. So this is a darker shade, and this is a lighter shade. So I'll just mix it. I'm just going to mix it like this on my face. Oh, I need that mirror. Where is that mirror? Where is that mirror? I was holding it. Okay, back to the story, guys. So I didn't know how to tell this woman to stand up in a way that it will not sound harsh. That was how I just told her, ma. Because there is no other way to say it. You just have to say it straight up. Say it how it is. I can't start beating around the bush. I just have to tell her, ma, please, I really need to sit down here. I really need to sit down at the window seat, because I booked it on purpose. It's not like I booked it by accident. She's like, so I should carry my child and stand up and go and leave the seat for you? I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm confused now. What are you saying? I didn't say that to her literally. In my mind, I was just saying it. Over there, I was just standing and looking at her, because I didn't have the strength. I don't even know where to sit. I just want to sit down and make my video. So I didn't know what to say without making this woman, because she already looks like someone who has a bit of a temper, and I don't want to be in her bad side. I don't know where she's coming from, what situation she's coming out from. So all I did was to call the flight attendant. I just showed her my ticket. I'm like, she's sitting on my seat and I really need to sit down. The flight attendant came over to her to speak to her about my seat, obviously to tell her that this is my seat. And this woman, she was still seated, and I'm still standing. Since I got into that plane, I've been standing, trying to reason with her, explain to her, trying to behave. Guys, guess what? It's been a long time since I wanted to have a reading table in my room, and I'm gonna fix it right now. Is it very big? Babes, finally I now have a reading table in my room. I kind of DIY'd myself that table over there. I got someone to fix that table over there, so very soon I'm gonna decorate it. So this woman refused to stand up from the seat. She just sat down there like she paid for the seat, or she owns the airline, she owns Airpeace, so she doesn't want to stand up. I'm gonna be contouring my nose, and I'm gonna be contouring my cheekbone, so that I'll have that. Okay, so what we're using today is the Grill powder by Dabuta. Not Dabuta, it's one of the rises, you can just say that. So this powder has everything. It has the contour, it has the powder, it has the bronzer, it has everything. So it's like my go-to all-in-one. This is my brush I'm gonna be using. So we're just gonna be contouring my nose. I think I'm gonna go with a darker shade, but not so dark. I'm coming back to the story, okay? Don't worry, I'm coming back to the story. One thing about this makeup is that you'll be looking at me and you'll be like, this girl, you're just playing with us. But I'm not playing. Once I'm done with this makeup, you'll be like, gosh, how did she transform from this? I hate it when people put so much they do all this self-pity, you have to pity me, or you have to understand why they don't want to understand. You're sitting on my seat and you don't want to stand up because you're with a baby. I should understand. Yeah, I understand that. I actually wanted to go to her seat to sit down, but the way she was sitting down on my seat, as if it was her right. Honestly, let me tell you something. That is how she will talk to me. That is a way she's going to position her whole sentence before talking to me, and I'll be like, oh, let me just leave her and go to her seat and sit down. Even if her seat was close to the toilet and all that, I'll just understand, because she was with a baby. But she was talking to me as if it was her. Oh my god, I love how the sun is glowing on my skin. Okay, by the way, she was talking to me as if it's her right like she's the owner of Airpiece or something. And I didn't just get that. Sometimes the flight attendants will look at me like to see if I have make up my mind or try to pity her to go over to her own seat. But my dear, I have to sit on my seat. She's like, no, I'm like, madam, I am working. This is my job. So there was this woman at our back. Nobody asked her anything. She was not involved in the conversation in any way. Then she just put her mouth in our conversation. She's like, Shebi is just flight of 40 minutes. Maybe when you're coming back to Abuja or when you book another flight, you can always make your video. I'm a content creator. This is what I do. I create content as a job. So it's literally, even if I haven't gotten to 100k subscribers on YouTube, but I'm working on it and I know that I'm going to get to that threshold. I'm going to reach that. But right now, I have to work for it. So I told her, madam, I am working and I have to make this video. Like, I don't really want to explain myself so much, but I booked this space for a reason. For a reason, not for fancy. And she immediately, she didn't say anything again. She just shut her mouth. Then it was left with me and my auntie that was sitting down on my seat. So this woman doesn't want to stand up for my seat. Like, I'm wondering, when is this? If it was you watching me right now, tell me what you would do. Will you just ignore, like, go back to your seat? I hate it when people feel like they are above everyone, like they can treat anybody anyhow at any time. Even if I'm a nobody, I know my rights. Like, I literally paid for that seat. So even if you want me to sit in your seat, okay, let's reason with me now. If she actually told me that, maybe when I met her and I'm like, ma'am, I'm supposed to be seated here, and I showed her my ticket. If she actually wanted to sit on my seat and wants me to reason with her, because obviously she was carrying a baby, there was no how I would not look at them and I'd be like, okay, let me just go over to her seat. But the reason why I still insisted on that particular seat was because of her tone, the way she said it. It wasn't really rude, but she said it in a very comfortable manner. Like, you're supposed to know what to do. You're supposed to go and look for another seat, as if I was inside a bus. Babes, this story I'm telling you, it's not like it was a small thing. Like, it was big. Both the person driving the plane, the pilot or the assistant pilot or whoever, had to intervene. Like, people had to, everyone was seated. I was still the only one standing up and her seat was empty. The silly flight attendant girl wants me to go sit down on her seat. Like, she wasn't even doing her job. Like, it doesn't make sense. The woman was not ready to tell me in a very cool way. She was saying it as if she owns the flight. Like, she's like, go over to my seat. There is a seat at the back. Guys, I've been talking too much. Like, these girls are already at the restaurant waiting for me. So I wanted to actually go out without putting an eyeshadow, but I feel like if I put something a bit natural, it's not going to hurt anyone. Like, it's not going to be so bad. It is time to highlight. To put my eyeliner. And this is what we'll be using. A very simple, solid, sweet eyeliner. Right now, I'm just going to line my lips to give it that shape. To brush up my eyebrows so it gives it that wing stand kind of. So I'll be using this lipstick from Posh Girl. Can you see that shine? I am done with my makeup and tell me how it looks. Tell me, this is the before, then this is the after. Tell me. Oh my god, stop. So this is the setting spray I'm gonna be using for my face to, keep everything intact. Ooh, I'm shining. I'm going to put on my hair, dress up, and go before these girls will kill me. Guys, I really love how simple my makeup is. Then this beautiful jewelry laying. Ouch, my ear. This is a bed head to, keep your hair sleeping and so relaxed. So you just apply it like this and here. Once you apply it like this, it's just be making everything sleep. So just go down, don't be scared, just apply it. It will just go down, make your hair sleep. I'm sure you can see a big difference. So let me know how I look. All right. Yes. Okay, so guys, let me finish my story, then I will go off. I'm stubborn to people that don't have respect for themselves. Finally, this lady stood up from my seat. When the co-pilot came and he was asking what was happening, I told him, or rather the flight attendant, because I was just talking in general, anybody that wants to. I wasn't even stressing. I did not stress myself to talk. Thank God. I didn't stress myself to talk. I was just talking to calmly. I was just trying to be calm and all that, so I don't sound rude because I was quite younger. It's how you would talk and people would see you as being rude or something. So I didn't talk, I did not say anything. Instead, I just kept quiet and insisted that I sit on my seat because that woman was being rude. She was behaving like she owns the whole world and she can sit wherever she wants to sit just because she has kids. I understand that you have kids, but it shouldn't be an excuse. It doesn't work that way. That is why they have seat numbers. You book your flight ticket, your seat number is on your ticket. You go to your seat once you enter the plane and you go and sit down. It's as simple as that. This is the first time such thing is happening to me. Anything like this is happening to me. So my dear, that was it all. She finally stood up. I was just like this. I was just looking at her everyone was just speaking with her, trying to calm her down, trying to make her see reasons. I don't even understand why they should make her see reasons. Finally, she stood up and went back to her seat. And I sat down on my window seat and I made my videos. When I got down from the flight, I was feeling a bit bad. But I'm asking myself, why should I feel bad? By the end of the day, she stood up, went over to her seat, and I got my seat back. Alright, thank you guys so much for sticking around, and let me know how this makeup looks like on the comment section if you like the soft little touch up I did to my face in the comment section, okay? And I'll see you all in my next video. A whole lot of stuffs from Shane. So after this video, I am going to make a video of me testing them out, and if you want to see that video, don't worry, I will leave the link up here because this video will go up before this other video that I want to shoot. So I'll leave the link up somewhere here, okay? So babes, thank you so much for sticking around and listening to my rant. I hope you love and enjoyed this video with me and you. It's just me and you. We're just shooting this video and I'm just gisting you. So let me know what you want me to shoot next in my comment section, and most importantly, let me know if you like this simple makeup, simple touch up I did to my face. I did this makeup in is it 10 minutes? It's not even up to 10 minutes with a whole distraction with my table guy that came over. With all the distraction, I was able to achieve this look without lashes and everything, but still yet it's still popping. Look at that cheek. Look at that.